All right, team. Hey, Community Cup event number 2. We're actually going to be doing this on Wednesday. All right, so we've done event 1, we've done event 2. Now, event 3, it's a little bit different. We have intervals here. These intervals, we've got 3 sets of 2 minutes of work into 1 minute of rest. And then we have a 4th set, which will just be 3 minutes on to finish. Now, this workout will look very different depending on what category that you're in. But the main thing here is that the stimulus is going to feel the same no matter what category that you're in. So if we have a look at our pro division here, we're going to start with our 2 minutes on, 15 toe to bar, 15 overhead squats, and then it's max cal row in remaining time. And then after 2 rounds of that, it flips and we've got our cal row, 15 overhead squats, and then max bar muscle ups. Now, this will be a different gymnastics movement for depending on the division you're in. But what I realistically want to speak about is how we can best attack our interval set. Now, the cool thing here is although we do have a 1 minute rest, what's really important is we don't fall into that trap of maybe coming out too hot. This will be a 12-minute workout in total. And what's important is the in remaining time reps and what we can accumulate will be the big separator between athletes in your division. So the work that we do before 15 toe to bar, 15 overhead squats, we want to be nice and smooth here. And then when we do get on that row, we want to lean into a little bit of discomfort so we can maximize the reps that we can get before our rest. 1 minute rest. In that rest period, I don't want you to be passive and sit down or laying down on the floor. I really want you to be active. So hop back up on your feet, hop off the rower, make your way back to the pull-up bar or your starting station, depending on your division. And what I want you to do is start to think about breathing in your rest period here. Being active, don't sit down, don't let that lactic acid accumulate. Just stay nice and relaxed before we go again. And then second set, same again. Be nice and smooth with your toe to bar and your overhead squats because the real work happens when we're back on that row. Now, after 2 rounds, this does flip. And what's important is it's going to change from a more maybe heart rate stimulus here at the beginning with the max cal row to something a little more high skill with our max gymnastics in remaining time. So pro division here being max bar muscle ups, something we want to keep an eye on here is just maybe small sets. It's going to be really tempting maybe to jump up and to do as many reps as we can in one go, but maybe the consequence of that isn't worth going through that process. So stay nice and relaxed when we're doing that. Make sure that you're doing small sets with your gymnastics, whether it's muscle ups, chest to bar, or pull up. Take small breaks if you need so you can keep chipping away your reps. That last set is a 3-minute effort, which realistically is going to be a long time staring at that gymnastics bar or rings, depending on your category. So realistically, when we get to that, it's going to be about emptying the tank, milking every single rep that you can to really finish strong here. So a really cool little workout for us. It's really going to test your ability to recover in between your efforts. All right, and what I want you guys to do is just to lean into a little bit of discomfort, lean into that minute rest, and let's see how many reps we can ideally accumulate here for the workout. All right, so if I had to give 3 really big tips for a workout like this, number 1, be active in your rest periods. All right, don't sit down in that 1 minute, let that lactic acid accumulate. Be active, hop off the row at the start or the rig towards the end. Be active, standing up nice and tall. Prepare yourself for that next set, whether you need chalk, whether it's a quick sip of water, whatever that looks like for you. Second tip would be don't come out too hot. I know it's max reps in remaining time, but there are 4 interval efforts here. And maybe coming out too hot is a detriment to the reps that you could get later in the workout. And my last tip for the day here is going to be small sets. Nearly forgot it. Small sets on the gymnastics. When you get to the end, your heart rate's going to be quite high. You're going to be very fatigued. One thing that we can avoid is jumping up and maybe on the pull-up bar, unloading as many reps as we can at the start, and then you're not able to keep accumulating reps or not able to repeat that effort. Small sets, break before you have to, and then save yourself for that last big interval, which will be that 3 minutes. Guys, this is probably the one I'm most excited for, challenging that recovery period and how well can you keep backing up those repeat efforts. But we're going to have some fun with this one. It's going to challenge your gymnastics and your heart rate. Let's get to work, guys. Well done.